in Pierce County.
The following video that I have playing in the background comes from Q13 Fox Seattle. It was published July 23rd, 2021, so it's recent. And just check out the video on YouTube. I'm going to play it in the background and talk a little bit about it.
Man accused of brutally beating a Tacoma security guard to death made his first appearance in court today.
Court documents claim that the JBLM Army Ranger was so drunk he doesn't even remember committing that crime. Q13 News reporter Frankie Thompson is live in Tacoma with today's
When you are a security guard, you're going to constantly meet different people, different worlds, different experiences. And you're going to meet dozens, hundreds, thousands of people. Depending on your post, it could be all in one day. You can meet thousands of people a day, especially in your retail. And the more people you come across, the higher a chance there is you're going to meet somebody unstable.
Settling new details, Frankie? Jamie, a judge says 26-year-old Patrick Byrne is a danger to the community and set his bail at $2 million. The U.S. Army soldier faces 5 felony charges, including murder, for the brutal attack of 41-year-old Denise Smith. Today, Byrne's attorney says he is pleading not guilty on all 5 counts. Investigators say a drunken Byrne severely beat Smith while she was working as a security guard in Tacoma, trying to stop him from entering a building Sunday morning. Security cameras captured the moments before, during, and after the attack. Court documents say he barged his way.
So you have a trespasser. You have a guard on patrol. And they got into a fight.
Past Smith into the building she was patrolling. When she grabbed Byrne by the shirt trying to stop him, the court documents say that's when he began beating her for 8 to 10 minutes. Prosecutors say Byrne grabbed Smith by her braids and dragged her like a rag doll while she was fighting for her life.
She put his hand on him. That's what they say. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what the YouTube says. A big golden rule which I live by and I train my guys is never put your hands on anybody. And I tell this especially if you don't have a lucrative contract and if you don't have training on de-escalation, if you do not know how to read body language and you don't know some basic level of psychology or mental illness.
Documents say Byrne choked Smith until her body went limp. When coworkers came in that morning to switch shifts, they found her bleeding and unresponsive on the ground. Investigators say she was practically unrecognizable when she was pronounced dead on the scene. Detectives say,
you know what this means? You know what I just heard here? This was a lone security guard working a post. Let me repeat that. This was a lone security guard working a post. So no backup. So nobody there is there to be able to help her if something were to happen. Even if she were to call 911 during the middle of a scuffle, what would be the response time?
Byrne told them he was drinking and doesn't remember anything except waking up in a hospital.
But the absolute rage that the defendant showed in this incident, I think puts the community at risk, and I think a $2 million bail would be appropriate.
JBLM confirms it is aware of Byrne's arrest. Today, prosecutors say the military informed them that it is separating from Byrne. In a statement, JBLM says U.S. Army Special Operations Command, as well as the leadership at Joint Base Lewis-McChord, are cooperating fully with local law enforcement agencies in the ongoing investigation.
You know what I also got from that? This guy's a military guy. Trained. Even if this person never saw combat, that's still 90 days of extensive military training, boot camp I'm talking about. Combative training. Being stressed. Being pushed to a certain level the common person is not pushed to. I don't know who this guard is besides her name. I don't know her training. I don't know what type of contract she has. Or had, sorry. It is very important to follow the golden rules of self-defense. Maintain your distance. Always watch the hands. And when it comes to being a security guard, even if you're strapped, I mean, even if you're armed to the teeth, really question if that confrontation is worth your life. You're working to pay your rent, your mortgage, to put your kids through school, to feed them, to clothe yourself, and all that stuff. Is your job worth risking your life? We security guards don't have a sacred duty to anybody but ourselves. So we have to keep that in mind. We're not soldiers defending the nation from foreign invaders or going to war. We're not law enforcement. I don't know of many contracts that has one of these situations where you can't retreat. As a security guard, you have to understand your job and the dangers of it. I don't know if I said this or not, but for a couple of years, one of the most dangerous jobs was retail employee. Retail employees were getting dropped more than law enforcement. Fun fact, security guards are retail employee. Fun fact, the deaths of law enforcement, security also gets lumped in there. Security is in this weird zone because many times we're third-party hires, unless we're in-house, and even then, the numbers get played with. The media, I don't want to say the media because these people did a good job. Hollywood and a whole bunch of people show us security guards as being sleepy, lazy, and all that stuff, not good enough to be cops or soldiers. And it's sad. It is what it is, right? No job is perfect. I don't really know what to say, man. Just that it's not worth it, guys. Document at what time the trespasser comes in. If you can, tell them, hey, you're trespassing, you must vacate the premise. Don't put your hands on them. Always be aware that you can come across somebody who's mentally unstable. The chances that somebody is coming to your post at night when you're closed, that should already have your spider security guard senses tingling. If you don't have any type of training, if you don't have any type of force multiplier or firearm, if you don't have any backup, what chance do you have against a crazy person or an unstable person, a thief, a criminal, a gang member, a violent offender, a sex offender? What chance do you have? Even when you're bigger than the person, it just takes a wild punch in the jaw to make your brain hit your skull for you to get knocked out. Then your head hits the ground, and then anything can happen. Guys, stay safe out there. Maintain your distance. Watch the hands. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Let other guards know about these type of situations. Be aware that the job is dangerous. Be aware that you're going to come across some mentally unstable people from time to time, or maybe on a daily basis. You might work in a hospital. You might work in a shelter. Does it really matter where you work? Things could go down anywhere. Stay safe out there. Peace.